Hello everyone, welcome back to Blood Omen 2. It is now time for the Eternal Prison, my absolute favorite level in the game. So I am greatly looking forward to it, so let's go. Yeah, this is by far my favorite level in this entire game. Probably one of my favorite levels in the entire Legacy of Kain universe, period. It's just very creatively done and very creepy and spooky in certain ways. Very odd things happen inside this prison that you don't see anywhere else in Nosgoth. How are you all doing today? I actually finished watching the playthrough of Defiance by that streamer I told you about. It's okay, but I'm disappointed because they actually changed the music in a lot of places. I'd noticed while I was watching that playthrough that some of the music didn't seem right. Like there was music from Soul Reaver 2 and Soul Reaver 1 in certain places that did not belong there, and I let it pass because I figured, oh, they added it to add some atmosphere. But then we got to the major boss battles in the game, which are much jankier than I remember, by the way. Some of those bosses were tough. And I noticed they changed the music, and it's just, it's quite a letdown. It's almost sacrilegious because the music for those boss encounters was so perfect the first time, and they left Raziel's, theme intact, but they changed Kain. So now instead, when you're fighting the against Raziel in that game, and then when you're fighting the ultimate boss, you no longer have the Blood Omen 2 music. You have the Defiance theme, and that one doesn't go nearly as hard and is not nearly as epic. So that was a big step downwards. That was a downgrade for the game. So I'm hoping that once I start playing it myself, because he didn't look too far into the audio options for that game. I'm hoping there's an option for like the old soundtrack, because if not, we might just have to play the old version all over again. Maybe we'll do the remaster and then we'll do the old version, just as a lower playthrough, because I always wanted to play the PC version, which I have installed, to be able to use the mods to make Mortanius look more like himself from Blood Omen 2. And that mod also changed a couple things too, so I always wanted to do that. So I might do that regardless after we play the remaster. We'll play the remaster and then look at the extra levels and the Dark Prophecy demo and all that stuff, and then we'll play maybe we'll play the original back to back, or maybe we'll do, like I said, a lower playthrough of the entire series. Because yeah, that was definitely disappointing, the fact that they changed that aspect. That was a huge aspect of what made the game work before, the music. And even though most of it is left intact, yeah, some of it is vitally missing. And also they added Raziel's theme to like his scene near the end that's very critical in the Vampire Citadel, and I found it just did not work as well as I expected. I think the silence was better. But that's a topic for another day. We're just gonna continue on with the Eternal Prison here. Man, if Kain falls into that sea, it's all over. Just nothing but rushing water. Water that apparently looks like it came from the Twilight Zone. That does not look like regular water. That looks like some type of interdimensional ray effect. I don't even know what to call that. So I forgot to mention, in the video I did for the Industrial Quarter, I forgot to mention, how you just saw everything that was bad with this game, because the first time I tried that Sebastian boss fight, it went badly. It was just all out frustrating. Kain kept getting burned by the steam. So I forgot to mention how that boss fight actually shows off all the negative aspects of the game. Like, he was hard to hit. You would try to hit him with the with the Fury Dark Gift, and it just wouldn't work. He would dodge out of the way. The steam would burn you from behind. All sorts of stuff went wrong during that boss fight, and I just since I had to re-record everything, I completely forgot to mention that at the end of the video. So there you go. Now you have it. If you ever want to see everything that's wrong with Blood Omen 2, just play that one boss fight with Sebastian. It'll quickly let you know exactly what's wrong with that with this game in just one fight. That's a cool image for a picture. I'm going to take a snapshot. Alright, there we go. We messed around enough. So on first glance, it doesn't seem like anything all that special, right? Just looks like an ancient prison. But oh boy, are there things inside here you would not believe. You wouldn't believe the freaky stuff that goes on in this place.
A visitor, an intruder. We do not permit guests to disturb our routine. We are involved in the important work here, and nothing must be allowed to interfere. This is a place where those who have transgressed the laws of the gods and man, and so created a dangerous imbalance within themselves, contemplate the wrong that they have done through peaceful, uninterrupted meditation, until they have regained the balance of their true, perfect inner nature. This process must not be interrupted for any reason until a spiritual transformation has been achieved, however long that may take. Thus, no guests, no visitors allowed, and intruders we know how to deal with. So, now.
There's our new hosts, our jailers. Damn, that guy one got spiked and the other one got crushed. So I'm guessing they have some way to bring them back. Maybe they just rewind time, since the main gimmick of this place is time doesn't pass here normally. It can extend for eternity. So I'm guessing, because obviously if they just kill the prisoners, they won't learn anything at all. There's no opportunity for meditation, as they call it, having a gigantic ass cube, gigantic ass block of cinder following you. They call that meditation. But yeah, if they just kill them, there's no lesson learned. So I'm guessing they kind of do that gimmick that Thanos does in the Avengers movies, where he kind of in Infinity War, where he kind of rewinds time back a bit. I think he only did it once, but I know Doctor Strange did it. Obviously, he created the loop that would rewind time. So imagine that, being stuck in this place and being essentially tortured for eternity. That thing also about then finding the balance within themselves, I think that's just an excuse they give. I don't think any serious work is actually being conducted here towards reforming people. I think it's just a place to torture people and use that as an excuse, because we don't even know what they did. Let's just check to see if there's anything over here, just in case. We are never given any clues as to who those guys are, you know, about what their real nature is. But I kind of have my suspicions. I think certain people have also kind of figured it out, but we'll talk about them later as we get into the later chapters, because then that's when it becomes really relevant. For now, let's just continue on our way and tracking down this old prisoner we have to find. Man, the camera in this place is janky as hell. I know the old camera in Defiance had some issues, the original one, but it's got nothing on this one, man. This one just all over the place. It's all shaky. Yeah, no, we're never really told who those guys are, or why there's so many of them, or if it's just the same one over and over again. The same ones, but I do have an idea of who they might be because of the green glow in their eyes. Where have we seen that green glow before? Somebody pointed it out. And after I read that theory, I was like, oh yeah, it actually makes sense. Because where have we seen that green glow before, you know? Right? We've actually seen it very, very recently. Who else has that green glow that is also seemingly immortal and an enemy of Kain? We've only got one guess, right? I'm not even gonna say it, but we know who it is, so... These guys might be related to him somehow. In some shape or form. And also what they'll do is, kind of funny, they'll give Kain repeated warnings, and then if he doesn't heed them, that's when they finally attack, and they're not all that capable either. I think the main way to keep the prisoners in charge is because their eyes are shut, so they can't fight back. Look at that, we got demon spiders here. The spiders know how to rumble. They can block. Unfortunately, they don't block enough. This is like fighting the giant crabs in Tormented Souls 2. The ones that just lunge at you. I know Kain's a vampire, but I would not drink the blood from those spiders. You don't know where they've been. Also, that seems like it might have mutagenic effect on you. I don't know if drinking blood from some weird ass mutant spiders in a place like this is the best thing for you, Kain. But I guess we have no choice. Beggars can't be choosers. Yeah, but I wouldn't drink that blood if I was a vampire. I'd just take some regular vials of human blood and just bring them in a pack somewhere. Just put it next to my thigh or back, and that's where we kept the that's where we'd keep the actual blood. I'm not drinking anything for this shit. Look at that, they got a spider in prison here. I wonder what he did. Or did he just find his way into that cell right there? Yeah, this blood must taste nasty. I wouldn't actually drink that even if I was a vampire. You don't know where that spider's been. Alright, you got an axe. This definitely reminds me more of the old Blood Omen than the rest of the game does, because I was watching somebody play it just this evening, a few hours ago. They were playing the regular Blood Omen, and there's a lot of dark and creepy locations in there, so this definitely reminds me more of that game than the rest of the game does. Yeah, stop messing around with that spider. Hopefully once he drinks the blood of or he finds the guy and we're supposed to drink his blood, it'll purify us, because who knows what kind of pathogens are those spiders have in that blood. Oh, they lifted the cell. So maybe it was a guard? They lifted the bars on the cell. Would you drink blood from a giant spider if you were a vampire, or would you find some other source? Like I said, I think I'd be better off just packing vials of regular blood and taking them in like a side pack or something rather than drink this shit. Okay, where are we supposed to go next? Okay, over here. Notice the clock motif here. Got 3 of them right there. And what looks like almost like a planetary device or a sundial. I wonder if that's supposed to be Nosgoth and its moons. Or one moon at least. I don't know what the other ones are. Maybe that's the whole solar system? We never really do find out where Nosgoth is. It's obviously another planet, but they don't really say where.
You there! I see you have not yet found your way out. I suggest you do so. Your presence may disrupt the progress some are making toward fulfilling the inner balance of their perfect nature, and that cannot be allowed. Heed my warning and depart at once!
Damn, they just teleported him away. I suggest you go eat my ass. My guy, I'm not gonna go away just because you're telling us to get out of here. Also, you figured they would have transported him away from the prison, back to the shoreline, not further into it. So now we gotta jump back over there. Let's do this one just in case something goes wrong with the recording. So you notice this seems to be a chain of connected islands pretty much. But we don't really know if we're still on the physical plane or not, because this could be anywhere. There's no real way to tell which location we're at. We could be still in Nosgoth, or we could be in some other dimension. There's no way to know. Or some pocket dimension too. Which gives you a clue as to who might have built this. Are they gonna fight back? I guess not. They do have a pest control problem over here, these overgrown spiders. Yeah, I imagine that spider blood must taste nasty. Oh, look at that, there's a prisoner right down below. Camera, please. We barely covered that ledge. Holy shit. Kain is falling right into the ocean. The ocean of time. We don't even know where this place is. Which is clearly not anywhere near where we started at the shoreline. It seems to be almost like its own pocket dimension of sorts. That's probably what it is. Yeah, drink that spider booty blood, Kain. Also noticed they did not bring this outfit back for Defiance for the remaster. I guess Little Red Riding King was not anybody's favorite. I think that's stupid. Looks like he's trying to be like a ripoff of the Prince of Persia, but it doesn't quite work. Like a monk almost. So yeah, I'm guessing this was nobody's favorite because they did not bring it back as one of the skins for Defiance. And they had every opportunity to do so. Like they even put the concept art ones for Dark Prophecy of not a younger Kain, but a somewhat older Kain between like his Blood Omen 2 and his Soul Reaver 1 form. They put that in. They put concept art, a version of his earliest Kain look. They put that in. They did not put this one in. So I'm guessing people are not big fans of this outfit with his Little Red Riding Hood. You know, motif that he has going on. Bring it on, jackass. You notice he has 3 fingers on his hand and a thumb, so he has 4 fingers in all. Who else has 4 fingers in the game that we've already seen in the CG cutscenes and in-game? You know, we've already seen it multiple times story-wise. Who else has 4 fingers? I'll let you answer that question. Well, we know who it is, right? Alright, let's kick this guy's ass. Ooh. He gets tired easily, though. I don't think we can toss him over the to the ocean. I think we gotta kill him. Yeah, we can't grab him. He kinda teleports too. Alright, now we're getting some actual blood. See, look at that, he has a thumb and 3 fingers. Who else has a thumb and 3 fingers that we've already seen in the game? and is a major antagonist. They're major characters, so that should let you know who these people probably are inspired by, at least. Let's switch the axe because it's getting broken. Right, so now we're back where we started. So now we gotta pull on this, see what it does. And it's gonna transport us to another section of the prison. So even though it's clocks, it almost like oh, look at that loading screen, nice. It almost looks like different dimensions almost. You gotta wonder, like, are we going to different time periods or just to different parts of the prison? It could be either one. It could be either in the very... That laugh. We could be either in the very distant past or the very distant future. Either one. Very dark future. So if you look online, you'll see lots of videos of places that were cut from this place. Like this one area that's in a void and there's just chains hanging from nowhere. You can kind of vaguely see the ceiling there, but then in that other section there were just chains hanging from nowhere. It's very similar to this one, but it doesn't quite look the same. We saw a lot of different areas.
No, get away! I'm not ready! I don't want to die!
How does she know we're threatening her if she has her eyes sewn shut? She can't see us. Well, I guess if you don't want out of here, lady, I guess we can't help you. I was gonna free you the nice way by killing you, so you can finally leave this place, but if you don't want to do it, I guess fine. I guess you can stay here. Let the wardens take care of you. Whatever they do. Yeah, I was gonna be nice to her and actually free her from this place, but I guess she wants to stay here. So it is kind of rewinding time, you know, like the staircase was formerly broken, now it's not, so this place plays around a lot with time. Which makes all the more sense when we see something later on that gives us a huge hint as to who took over this place once the original builders departed, whoever they were. I'm still amazed that that guy, Judas, who did all the CG cutscenes, compiled pretty brilliantly, by the way. He did good work, but I'm surprised he didn't like this level, because he said it didn't feel like a Legacy of Kain at all. And it's just, this actually feels like the one place in the entire game that does feel like the original Blood Omen 2. I mean the original Blood Omen 1. It's dark, creepy, mysterious. This definitely feels to me like a Legacy of Kain setting, for sure. Reminds me of the creepy, desolate places in Soul Reaver 1. Oh yeah, look at this. We are definitely in another dimension now. This is not normal. Look at that. We are either very high up in the sky, or else we're in an entirely different pocket dimension. Yeah, this is not normal, Kain. This is, I don't even know what this is, but look at the floating rocks. Yeah, we are definitely in another dimension here. So this place is almost like its own self-contained pocket universe, pretty much. Gotta find one man in here in this entire maze. Now this is where the poltergeist starts spawning in. There's a very compelling theory as to who these poltergeists are, but I won't mention it here first until we speak with a certain prisoner later on and he gives us the down low. That's when I'll mention it, but I can make sense. I mean, I can see it making sense.
Please, don't hurt me. Masha!
I guess they don't want to leave. None of them are really begging for release like the earlier prisoners. I guess they're happy wandering around here for eternity. I wonder what they did, if they actually did do any real crimes or are they just put in here unfairly. You never know. Is that where we came from? Oh yeah. You know, I'm not even gonna risk that jump. We can just fall into the abyss. I'm not even risking that. God damn it, it doesn't work. Shit, I guess we do have to risk it then. Oh boy. That's gonna teleport us upstairs, I believe. This level also creeps the hell out of me because of the height requirements. You know, you're so high above the ground. The slightest slip could just fall. That's why my hands start trembling when I play that level in Jak 2 where you're over the city and just walking along this very thin wire. You're like walking like a sky wire across the cityscape. It's just very unsettling to see the city very far down below you. It's just if you're afraid of heights or even remotely bothered by heights, it is not a fun place to be. So I do not like this part of the stage because look at this endless swirling void below us. Like holy crap, this is some insane stuff. Ooh. Good thing Kain isn't afraid of heights, but holy Jesus. You wonder what the machine does? You think that machine keeps everything floating? Oh, here they come. Yeah, like I said, there's a very compelling theory on who these guys are, the poltergeist, but I can't mention it yet because it would be a spoiler. But we will cover it by the end of the game. Especially once we get to the next chapter. That's when it becomes really appropriate. They do have blood that you can feed on. I don't remember that. They don't have much blood, but they do have some. I thought they didn't have any blood at all. Or that it was blue or something. But you can feed on them, which further confirms who they might be. They might not necessarily be ghosts in the traditional sense. There's certain ancient prisoners that might have found an award to be put in here. Let's put it that way. Also notice the horns. At least he's free from this place. Skeletons with no legs. Okay, so at least we're freeing some people from this place, you know. It's like the living dolls in Tormented Souls 2. They have actual souls inside them, so you gotta kill them to free them. Even though they're kids, you gotta take them out. That's the only way to actually free them from their torment. So that's the only way to free these guys too. You gotta kill them. Oh good lord, this is some epic ass jumping. Lady, you sure you don't want me to kill you just so you don't fall off that platform and just keep falling forever? Oh, here they come. Oh damn, double team. You know what, let's use Fury in this one. He's still alive. Damn. You got me, brother. You got me. You didn't get me this time, though. Oh, he's still alive. Yeah, we might need to use Berserk for these guys. They're too strong for the regular Fury swipe. Alright, that was a nice fun time. We need another weapon though. We also need some blood. But the patients don't have any blood. They barely have any blood at all, so it makes no sense to actually target them. Holy shit, we gotta get to that door. This is hell. This is freaking hell. Oh, here they come. They're already waiting for us. At least he got a sword, though. So tomorrow's the Players' Championship. Or this morning, rather. Like, technically it's still tomorrow, but this morning, later on, it's the Players' Championship. For anyone who watches golf, who are you rooting for? Oh, nice. Nice one, Kain. Got him right in the jaw. Yeah, I got quite a few guys. I'm rooting for Hovland mainly, but also got Ludwig Oberg. Got Siwoo, my man Siwoo Kim. I used to bet a lot more on Siwoo, but he hasn't been playing well until recently. Now he's kind of on a tear. I always like the Korean golfers because they don't fit the standard crunchy club, white bread image that most golfers do. They're very different. There we go. Nice. Got him. Oh, he's still alive. Yeah, I think we might be boned here. We need some blood. Those poltergeists hit hard, but they barely have any blood. Most people are expecting Morikawa to win. I did bet him, not as much as the others, but I don't know. I think the others have a better shot. God damn, we got more of them. Give me that. God damn it. Oh, really? That's a save here. I hope we don't have to do the whole stairs all over again. If we do have to, I might just skip those guys. We're 30% in. So it's called Bad Blood. There's a reason for that title. Okay, good. We started somewhat above the ground, so at least we don't have to go all the way back. I don't think you actually have to kill all of them. They just stop you from easily. They just stop you from easily jumping. But I think if you can get them back off, you don't have to kill all of them. I think you gotta just hit before they recover. God damn it. Back off, fool. Oh, that one's trying to sneak attack. Damn, he's still alive. Or undead, rather. He's still floating. Alright, we got that guy. I just hope Scheffler doesn't win. That would be the most boring outcome imaginable. Like, I know Rory McIlroy's injured, so he's probably not gonna win, but Scheffler would just be the most boring outcome imaginable. Hell no. I'd rather some complete unknown win than him. Even though I did bet him without Scheffler and McIlroy and a couple others, so I could still cash a ticket even if he won, but I'd rather not. I'd rather see some actual excitement than watch that guy win another major title. You know, 20 is already too much. Alright, we got rid of that guy. Here comes this guy, moseying along. We've almost made it to the top. That's so corny though, how his dark gift is just making a series of quick slashes across the enemy like that. I would have expected something much cooler, like being able to fight on an enhanced speed or something, or move like the Flash or something. It's just kind of lame that that's what that dark gift actually is. It's a useful move for sure, but it's just not what I expected to gain from a speedster. You know, I would have expected something much better than this. Like the one we gain in this one. This one, the dark gift from this section is actually pretty cool and overpowered. Like they tried to do the spells and stuff from Blood Omen, but it didn't really work. Like those spells are much more enjoyable for combat than any of the stuff in this game. God damn, come on. Convenient how they just don't get knocked off the platform either. They're always there. Oh, and the thing about these, yeah, once they get one hit on you, you cannot block them. So you just have to take the damage and hope they don't do too much. Once they get a hit in on you, you cannot block it. It's not like the human knights or the Seraphim or the thieves or any of the other enemies we encounter, or the spiders even. You can outblock these guys once they get a hit. Once they get a hit on you, you just gotta take the damage. There's no way to block them. Let's get the hell out of this place, Kain. This place is disturbing with its heights. Alright, we're safely back inside, thank God. Thank the Elder God, we're safely back inside. Let's save so we don't have to redo that section all over again. There goes the end of that experiment. I think it's over for the meditation time. They are done. She's telling the spider to stop it. It's a spider, it's not gonna listen to you. Oh, I just went flat. Alright, let's get some of that nice regenerating spider juice. Get reinvigorated with that spider juice. It's coming from the backside too, that's what makes it the worst. It's getting filtered through there also. Guess we might as well take some human blood too to cleanse ourselves. Get that nasty spider juice out of us. There's some lore in here. I guess they were hiding it in there. So this is a bit of a long chapter, but not quite as long as the the industrial quarter. I think that one's much longer. This one is just kind of like a maze. You wonder who's laughing. Is it like the jailers, or is it somebody in charge of the prison? Or is it just like the ghost of prisoners past? Or some of the jailers we've killed? Like, who exactly is laughing down there?
Biscuit, took it. You shouldn't have. Biscuit, please. Have you got a biscuit? Biscuit. Oh, just one biscuit.
We don't have any biscuits, ma'am. This is a biscuit-free zone. There's no biscuits in here. God damn it! We should have just jumped. God, it's so hard to aim the jumping ability thanks to the camera. Let's pick up that axe. We could mind control them, but there's nothing to be gained from it. There's nothing they can really do to help us. Oh, well, she can operate a switch. But the others can't. Alright, there we go. Ooh, let's not fall down there. That would completely undo our progress. %. We still got a long way to go. Gonna mind control the spider? Yeah, they don't really have minds, so you can't really do anything with them. It is lame how the only real use for telekinesis is just opening the switches. I think technically you can use it on the enemies, but they're not all that effective either. They got prisoners in containers. Oh, here we go. Letting loose the spooters. Oh, there's a lot of them. Here comes this one back for more. Yeah, and she got smushed with the door. Or she got killed so hard she phased into the door. What's in there? Nothing? Kain is feeding on so much spider blood in there. Maybe in this timeline that might be what affected the brothers and turned like Zephon into a spider. It was all that leftover spider DNA from the spiders here that he just absorbed with the blood. Maybe that's why he went insect, you know. It's a spider. Maybe that's why Kain has a heart and what do you call it, carapace instead of a skin. It's all the insect genes or arachnid genes. Okay, so we can go in there. And we can go in here. Is there anything in here? Or just a weapon? Oh yeah, we can also go in the other cells too. Doesn't look like there's anything of interest in this one though. There's nothing in this room. Let's unlock her. Someone made an interesting point once that this might be where you get banished to if you're expunged from the timeline through a fatal paradox like that Kain was saying in Soul Reaver 2. Maybe this is where they send you. Maybe you don't get just destroyed completely, but instead you get sentenced here. Because that would fit the whole committed crimes against the gods and man, you know? If you were messing around with the timeline, maybe this is where you get sent. We'll never know, but it could definitely be a strong possibility. Okay, her we gotta mind control. So she can open the door. Right next to us. Okay, you could just reach out to the bars and pull that lever. You really had to have her do it, really? Lazy ass. He could have just reached in through those bars and just unlock the door himself. Like, he could easily fit there. It's literally like 2 feet away. Come on, Kain. Let's grab that lore. We're almost at the point of leveling up. Yeah, let's unlock all the cells. Just because we feel like trolling those asshole guards. Alright, I think we're done in this section. Gotta jump over there. I do like the power wheel idea. I find that interesting. I just wish we had more actual effective spells like the one in Blood Omen instead of these crappy examples, because they're just not very good, you know? Outside of Mist and Jump, which you pretty much have to use, but then the combat one's just kind of lame. You know, they should have given you an actual power, not this whole, oh, let's do 6 or 7 quick slashes. That doesn't really do anything. Come on. It's just the same slashes Kain was already giving. It's just quicker. Like, the blur effect is nice, but I think I actually would have preferred if they just done... Oh, we didn't even have to jump. We could have just taken the bridge. I would have preferred they had just done energy spells and projectiles and stuff like that. It would have been much more interesting from a gameplay perspective. And from a lore perspective, it would have been Kain regaining some of the powers that he lost from Blood Omen after being asleep for 200 years. So, I don't know, I think they missed a vital opportunity. This would have been much, much better off. You know? If they had just done more conventional powers like the one in Blood Omen instead of here. Because like I say, who wants a dark gift to be just doing one strong attack or a bunch of quick slashes? We want interesting stuff. You know? We want to throw lightning at other people. We want to throw projectiles and implode and flay and stuff like that. We don't want to do just some quick hit combo. Come on. But I think that just really shows the inexperience of the developers, that they thought those were really good gifts or abilities. They couldn't quite realize how lame some of them come across. The next one you get is pretty cool, but not Berserker or Fury. Those are just kind of lame. You know, oh, let's reward you for killing another powerful vampire. We're giving you a 7 hit combo that you can do. Come on, man. That's the best you can do? Really? Okay, how do we get over here? Then we gotta jump. There is a lot of puzzle solving in this one. Want to make sure we land correctly. Because that's gonna, yeah, that's gonna jump us to the platform. Yeah, how do we get over here? Trying to target it. I'm trying to target that that giant platform, but it doesn't seem like I can actually do it. Can we charm the other one up there? No, she's too far away. So how do we do this then? Oh, there we go. We just had to pull the switch. There we go. Wait a minute. It went all the way down. Do we just jump from there, I guess? Because it doesn't seem we can jump onto the yeah, oh yeah, I guess we just jump onto the platform. I guess it's just that simple. There we go. Jump over here.
Don't hurt me.
The jailers here aren't very caring. They don't care if their subjects get eaten by spiders, which apparently are a pest control problem over here. Like, where did those spiders even come from? They should not be in here in this giant ass prison. Are they an experiment of some sort? Probably, right? They're probably an experiment done by the same people who created this place. So there's the switch where we have to go. I want to see if there's anything else of interest here. And like, who's laughing? It can't be the Elder God. I don't think he even knows of this place. Although he probably does, because he says it's pressing in all time periods and places, so he might know about it, but I don't think it's him. So who the hell is actually the one laughing? And where's it even coming from? So many unanswered questions about this place, and we're never gonna get any answers to it whatsoever. Because the series has moved past it. Alright, let's go. I always thought this place was like if somebody picked up a piece of Hellraiser and dropped it in Nosgoth, you know, for the labyrinth. That's what it reminds me of, the labyrinth from Hellraiser. Which I'm looking forward to seeing in that new game at the end of the year. God damn it, he got the jump on me. You can always track them by their eyes. You gotta be quick to block them though. They're no joke. Yeah, that's so lame. Come on, what a lame excuse for a dark power. Give me something concrete that I can use, not that bullshit. Even though it is useful here, but it would have been better off just with a projectile weapon. You know, give me back Vorador's Implode spell. That one was always one of the great ones from Blood Omen. The Implode artifact that Vorador could summon. Give me back that spell instead of this crap. Berserk. What a lame ass dark gift. Berserk and Fury. Like, how is that a gift? Kain's just doing one strong attack with Fury. Like, how is that even a thing? We cannot grab the scythe. Unfortunately, that's beyond our means. So we can't scythe anyone the way Michael Myers did in Halloween 5. We just gotta use our regular standard weapons. The double-bladed staff, the swords. We cannot grab the scythe, unfortunately. Let's open that up. I wonder if we can push her back. Let's see. Oh yeah, it just strips her. Never mind. Oops. Oh, we killed her. Damn. Well, at least she's out of here. She also has to spend the next eternity or 10,000 years hidden in this place. She's free. Free from life. What is this? Oh, another double-bladed staff. The double blades. You know what also would have been cool if each weapon had its own finishing move too, instead of just having different stealth kills. If they all had different finishers also, that would have been pretty neat for the weapons. Give you an, you know, give you an enticement to collect all of them. Here comes more of these constructs. Yeah, that's what I think. I think somebody called them like automatons. I think that's what they are. I don't think they're actually fully living sentient beings. I think they're almost like the magical version of robots. I don't think they're fully alive, if you get what I mean, compared to like Kain and the other creatures in the game. I don't think they're fully living or sentient. I think they're more like biological robots created by some ancient species. You think it's even different jailers, or is it just the same warden that shifts from body to body? Like, is it just the same guy who has multiple bodies all over the place, or is it different jailers? You know, different jailers looking over different parts of the prison. We know there's two at the same time, so it's gotta be at least two, but is it a multitude of them, or are they all just the same two guys switching bodies all the time? There's no way to know because they don't really tell us anything about this place and what it is, besides the very basic description at the beginning. Alright, we're locked in. Literally. God damn it. That was stupid. That sucked. Damn, I did not even see that gap right there. Oh, we're half done. I did not even see that gap right there in the floor. I thought the bridge was just covering the whole section, and no, we have that gap in there. Oh man, I hope they don't put us too far back. Okay, they put us right here. Oh, here comes the wardens again. Or the jailers. Because they never really show us which one is in charge either, so... They kind of look a bit like that little sorcerer guy from Final Fantasy IX, right? The short one. With the dark face and the glowing eyes. He kind of looks like that a bit. Ah, but we lost a freaking weapon. Trying to see if there's another one we can find. I don't see any around. Oh yeah, there it is, right there. Let's grab it. Yeah, it's like a grown-up version of that little magical guy from Final Fantasy IX on the cover. I've never played that game, so I don't know exactly who he is, but that image always sticks with me. They're getting faster now with the blocks too. With their attacks, you gotta react more quickly to block them. Alright, I think one more guy and we upgrade our meter. We're almost right at the edge. Let's not fall into the raging water this time, you know? Let's not fall into the sewer water. Oh, we were almost gonna fall in there again. I keep thinking there's a solid platform there, and there's not. There's a gap between the platform and the bridge. If you don't watch your step, you just end up falling into the water all over again. Yeah, this just always reminded me of Hellraiser and the Labyrinth. Where do we go next? Yeah, where do we go next? Oh, here we go. Here's the switch. Okay. Is that supposed to do anything? I guess not. So it just moves to the left? I guess. So where do we go next then? Unfortunately, Kain cannot shift to Spectral Realm yet, and just going to Spectral to change the environment. He's gonna do platforming the old-fashioned way. I'm trying to see if like where would we even climb up? That's what I don't get. Where are we supposed to climb up? Like, what does pushing that lever even do? It just moves the boxes, but it doesn't seem like they're that big of a concern. We cannot mess with that anymore, so how do we get up there? Yeah, because that just moves the box, so where exactly do we go? I don't think you can go on top of the cages. There's no way to get there. We have these sections over here, but Kain can't seem to grab onto them. Yeah, I don't get this one. I do not get it. How are we supposed to get past this? God damn it, I almost walked into the water again. Yeah, because we activated that already. That did the bridge. So what exactly are we missing then? Can we just climb the cages or not? No, it doesn't look like we can, so... Yeah, I got no clue how you're supposed to get back up there. How? Like, it's just, all that does is just move the cage. It's not gonna do actually much of anything, so... How do we get up there? If only Kain could teleport like in the Soul Reaver games, we'd be all set. But, how do we get up there? Like, is there a way to climb over there? Is there to climb like the archway? I guess. Is there a way to do that? Let's see. That does sound like the Elder God, doesn't it? I wonder if it is the Elder God is just laughing at Kain being trapped in this place, looking futilely for this ancient prisoner. Yeah, I have no clue how to do this one. Oh, we can affect it. Let's see. Let's see what that does. We can affect it then. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that drained the water. Now we can go down there and open it. Or rather, go over across the bridge. Okay, so it was as simple as just activating the lever twice. Oh, look at this guy. Not this guy, the one after him.
I didn't do nothing. You can't let him get me. Help me, help me.
Blanched! It must be poached! It must be fresh! Where is my meat? Sopping with blood, running with gore! Here, there! Stop that! You know you're not allowed back there! Get back! Give me meat! 1,400 ounces every day, and it will be fresh and on 2 legs! Or in this case, 4! No, I've had my allotment. 1,400 ounces or 20 stone. You may go.
Damn. Oh, here he comes. So I've heard it said that Magnus's count is off there. That apparently 20 stones is not 1,400 ounces or whatever he thinks it is. So he his math is incorrect in this place. He no longer remembers how to do accurate math. Goofy ass vampire, but he's actually kind of invincible. You can't really do much to hurt him. Not yet anyway. Look, he just absorbs the damage, so you pretty much just have to run. Because you're not gonna have a chance to feed since he's constantly behind you. Just get out of here, Kain, before that guy catches us. He's got a whole furnace attached to himself. Yeah, look at him making a quick getaway. Now this is interesting. The water does not destroy him completely. Or it doesn't burn him, or at least not severely. Which shows that vampires can actually adjust to water given the right situations and circumstances, because obviously he's grown immune to it in some fashion. Like, it might sting him a little bit, but it doesn't really cause him damage. So that shows you some of the course of evolution that Kain's children would take later on, where they did become, some of them actually did become immune to water. Look at that living torso on On a rack. I don't think we can do anything for that poor guy though. Yeah, there's nothing we can do for him. It's like a wall decoration now. In the labyrinth. Or like those guarding things in Dead Space. The ones that always disturb people the most. Look, like they got dozens, no not dozens, but they got lots of them on meat hooks, like decorations. Yeah, just die already, man. Can you imagine this place rendered today in today's modern graphics? That would be hellish right there. That would be something easily on par with the worst nightmare Dead Space or Silent Hill or any other horror game has to offer you. That would be pure hell if we could see this in modern graphics with much more detail. Look at all this shit. And you know they have ways to expand it too. They can make it worse. Like, this is pretty basic stuff compared to what they could do nowadays. Look at this contraption. Damn, just like that. At least he put that guy out of his misery and killed him, even if it was just for his blood. Like, at least he, Oh no, he's still alive. Damn. So he's just torturing them now at this point. You can't even really free them. The guy was a bit freaky when I first played this game, because he wouldn't die. Later on, you just feel pity for him. But right now, at first, when you first beat him, he is a little bit creepy. Because of how insane he is. You like the camera pan in slow motion? Like it's an action movie, you like that camera? How it swings? God damn. How it swings all the way like 360 degrees. These guys don't block as often as when they get up as other enemies. You can kind of cheese them that way, just keep striking on them when they're about to get up. They don't really have the blocking capabilities of the other enemies. Alright, let's move on from the torso on the wall. Where were we going? I think we have to activate all the ooh, almost burned myself there. Gotta activate all the furnaces. You're looking like a mess, lady. Look at that. Look at you. Look what they've done. You're looking like a mess in here. Which direction did we come from? I think it was from behind there, right? Oh yeah, because look, we have a brand new lore over here. I think this is just to try out some of the tortures. Damn, look at that. What kind of meditation is that supposed to be? That's supposed to help them realize the error of their ways? Like I said, this looks like just an excuse to have a giant torture chamber from these sickles running the prison. Damn. Look at that. Just crush you into pieces. Oh, I bet you he's gonna burst through one of the walls. Oh, there he is, right there. Out of control with that furnace on him. He would look gruesome if they did him in today's graphics. There is a switch we can pull. Alright, let's go back up. I think it was the side door that opened, right? Was it that one? Alright, 70%. Looks like we're almost done. We're almost at the end. So it wasn't quite as long as I remember. I think I remembered it having more sections than it does, since this place is so confusing. It just all blends together, but not in a bad way though, like the others that are just unmemorable. This is just a lot of weird, unique places, so I might have been misremembering how many of them there actually were. Alright, we got a telekinesis lever. He's strong too, look at that. He's got his guts open, being displayed. Here we go, you gotta reach him before, you gotta lower the bridge before he reaches you. There we go. Kain's just ready for a fight. So it might burn him a little, but it doesn't really do devastating damage to him. It's not fatal. So he obviously adapted somewhat well to the water. It's funny how Kain just thinks of it as an annoyance, really. He doesn't have much to say yet. That'll change obviously when we actually do the boss fight. Okay, so I think this is somewhere where we're supposed to be close to like that never-ending passageway that you see in videos for Blood Omen 2 and like the original trailer. You see some sections of the Eternal Prison that are definitely not present here in the final version. The final version of this environment. There's also supposed to be a never-ending passage too, like some type of infinitely long hallway, which just keep going on and on. But they took that out, probably for gameplay reasons. How are you supposed to escape from there? The hallway goes on to infinity. So they probably took it out just for practical reasons. You know, just so that you didn't have this infinite hallway extending into forever, pretty much. Okay, here's what we need to do. We gotta lower that to make contact with one of the prisoners. Alright, so we made it to our target destination. Now this is an important cutscene coming up. There we go, we find our man. Almost, I think. Maybe it's not quite this room, it's one similar to this one. Oh, maybe we have to release the lever over here. Also, it's different sections then. So that one's locked. Is there anything over here? There is. So it came from that direction, right? So what's over here? Is it just the patients, or is it I mean the prisoners? Oh, I guess it's to get some health from this guy. Just in case you're low on health. Oh yeah, there's nothing over here. This is purely just to get some health if you're short on blood. So they give you one guy here so you can easily slaughter him. That way you recover your blood meter. Alright, so let's go back over here. The opposite direction. If this lady will let us pass. Oh yeah, I think this is the guy we have to find. I can see his head. We just have to move it to the right out tunnel. No, that one's locked. We gotta turn it one more time. There we go. Now we can just jump over here. This area reminds me of the clock boss area in Control, where it's just like this endless pit with 4 different platforms on it. That's what it reminds me of. Oh wait a minute, we can't actually get past it. That sucks. Huh. So how do we pull this lever then? Yeah, because that way is blocked, so I don't understand why it's not opening the path. Hey, what do we have to do to what do we have to do to activate that switch in the middle? Because I'm pretty sure this is the room, it's just not doing anything. Okay, so there's nothing over here at all. Oh, I see it. I see it. There it is. I missed it the first time. There it is. Oh, okay, now that fixes itself. Reverse time. And now we can operate this switch. Oh no, not yet. Still got one more path to go. There we go. That's what we wanted to do. That is a very harsh cell to be suspended by like that over that pit. I've heard this is a very stupid thing for Kain to do, because what if he had killed him? Then you really would have never
Prisoner,
found out how to defeat the
require
mass.
You are not a jailer. I beg you, release me.
First, you must answer me. I seek a prisoner in this place, a builder. He created a large device that lies below the city of Meridian.
Seek no further. I am he.
How fortunate. I intend to destroy this device. I was told only you can tell me how.
I can indeed help you. But in return, I need an end to my suffering.
Tell me of the device and I will grant you any request within my power.
Yes, the device. The device was built as a weapon eons ago when two races warred with each other for dominance of Nosgoth. It houses an ancient creature whose very mind is capable of killing any living thing with but a thought. The device was to channel the mental energy of this creature and direct it onto Nosgoth. It would attune the creature's mind to kill all living creatures except for my race. Before it could be completed, however, I was imprisoned here, and the rest of my race was banished to another far more terrible realm.
So this device was never finished, and yet the creature still lives within it.
It was dubbed the Mass. It is eternal and deadly, yet harmless without a channel for its mind. But we never completed the weapon. We needed a way to send its energy out of the device and into the land itself. We needed a conduit throughout the cities, a network, if you will. Once this network was created, the device would channel the mental energy of the Mass and send death upon our enemies.
You say a network, placed like a web throughout a city.
We never completed the network. We never used the device.
But the Sarafan Lord will. The glyphs. He is using the glyphs to channel the Mass, to wipe out the city, humans and vampires alike. That must be his plan.
If this is indeed true, you must act quickly. It would be too large a task to destroy the device itself. You must kill the Mass itself.
You said this creature was eternal.
It has a simple weakness. Blood is like poison to its system. And not any blood, but pure blood from the elder races. My blood. My blood will poison and kill the creature. Drink from me, vampire, and use my life's blood to kill that which I created out of arrogance and pride. Kill me so that the Mass will die and the device will be destroyed.
You have suffered here an eternity, poor wretch. I will grant you release from your prison, and I will carry your blood in my veins. I will bring the Sarafan Lord's plans tumbling before him.
There you go. Some people have asked, how is it his blood will even be in Kain's system after a while, after all the other ones he drinks? But I think maybe it might be like the blood in the container, Jesus's blood from Tales from the Dark Side Demon Knight, where Tales from the Crypt Demon Knight, where one drop of blood from Jesus's blood was enough to pretty much alter the other blood that you put in the container. So you only need one drop, baby, from the Builder's blood to alter Kain's physiology permanently. So now his blood can kill the mass, even though it should get diluted from all the other blood that he drinks. Maybe all he needs is just a few drops to completely alter his physiology. So now any drop of Kain's blood is deadly to the mass. Damn, there goes the eternal prison. Let's get the hell out of here. Good riddance, right? Good riddance. How much do we have left? Oh, 85%. We only got the boss fight left and like one corridor.
Have ruined everything. Now these lives can never be redeemed. Our great experiment for nothing. For nothing.
How disappointing. Now you should probably just kill them at this point, right? Rather than keeping them prisoner. Like, just finish them off at this point then. Oh, they're fucking him up. There we go. They're not the sturdiest of guys for being supposedly immortal, long-lived jailers. They're rather fragile compared to some of the other enemies we fought. Let's grab this one. Good thing too, because I'm probably gonna start running out of storage space soon, unless I cut the video short. So hopefully we just have the boss fight left, and that'll be it. We can leave. I know it's the part where he chases us. Let's see. Nah, we'll stick with the axe. We can leave the sword behind. Oh yeah, here we go. I think this is where the chase starts. Somewhere close to this place. That's not a glitch, that's the prison going dark. There he is. Look at him shadow boxing. Ooh. God damn. Screw that guy. Run for it, Kain. Drop him with the water again. I think he used to say water is not my friend. It might be during the actual boss fight or not. So I guess, like I said, it does burn him a little, but it doesn't actually do any fatal damage to him. It just kind of stings. Which is a hell of a lot better than what Rahab had going for him. Like, he was just devastated by the water. Oh yeah, this is the similar to the eternal hallway they had going on, but this one actually has a stopping point. There he is. He will not give up. He will not quit on his hunt. It's turning a bit hellish at this point, right? It's kind of starting to turn into like its own version of hell. Yeah, it's like an eternally extended hallway. It never runs out. It just keeps on going. There we go. Kain looks so silly doing that sometimes. That pose with his mouth open and his claws extended. Oh, we're above a fire. Maybe we can drop him into it? Damn, we almost fell in ourselves. Oh yeah, this is the battlefield. This is the arena for the boss fight. So there's the guards, aka the jailers.
So many enemies, both stone and flesh. I won't lift a finger! I will destroy you with my mind!
Alright, here we go. I think the key to this fight is you gotta let him target the statues.
I will divine from your entrails. So many enemies, both stone and flesh. I will divine from your entrails.
Oh, damn. He got us. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, so you do have to stand behind the statues. Kinda sucks we have to see the little cutscene again. Oh no, we started at the fight, that's fine. I thought they would make us watch the cutscene again.
I will divine from your entrails.
Really? Come on, really? Ah, come on. I know it goes in phases. I think you gotta push him in the water.
I will divine from your entrails. So many enemies.
Something shiny over there.
Flesh.
What's an axe? What's it doing floating in the middle of the stage?
From your entrails. So many enemies, both stone and flesh. I will divine from your entrails.
I think he's gotta destroy all 6.
So many enemies, both stone and flesh. I will divine from your entrails.
Or is it like 7 or 8?
So many enemies, both stone and flesh. I will divine from your entrails.
Really? Also, I guess you do have to push him into the water. Yeah, I guess you gotta wait for him to destroy a statue and then push him into the water. 6 times? 7 times?
I will divine from your entrails.
There we go.
Glad I only incinerate you.
There we go. Push him back.
Glad I only incinerate you. Glad I only incinerate you.
Yeah, so the water does harm him. It's just not as instantly lethal to him as it would be to a regular vampire.
My friend.
Yeah, there's that line. I guess we gotta follow him now. To the next part of the prison. Looks like he's glowing. This could be a really epic boss fight if they actually did it right in a modern reinvention of the game. You know, if they actually didn't make it all janky, it could actually work pretty well.
Where has he hidden himself?
I don't remember what to do with this one, though. Like, what do we have to do with this one? Oh yeah, we gotta make him charge the statues. I remember now. Come on, right over here.
Where has he hidden himself?
There you go. Make him run into them. Alright, I think we got one. Let's lure him over there, or else he'll take an eternity to come over here.
Think it possible.
Alright, we got 2 of them. I think we need all 4 of them. Oh, that one did have a lever on him. Let's see. Maybe he just didn't hit it at the right angle. Oh yeah, there's the lever. One more. Let's have him strike this one now. You see the infinity symbol over there? That's a huge clue as to what that statue is. We've seen that infinity symbol before, right?
Think it possible.
Alright, we got all 4 of them. Look at that, it's Mobius the Time Streamer. That old bastard. So he was the one who took control of this place after the builders abandoned it. Good old Mobius. Always scheming one thing or another. Yeah, he just completely bypassed me. Come here. Damn, he bumped against the wall. Come here. Well, I guess he has to hit the pole. Oh, maybe it's one of these statues instead? Let's see. Oh, maybe we're stopping too soon. There we go. And he's finished, I think. Oh yeah, he's donezo. He's finished.
The fog lives. Sire, wait.
What trickery is this?
No trickery, sire. I am your servant once again, your champion.
Pathetic wretch. I have no... Magnus? Could it be?
It is I, sire.
How is this possible? Here, in this cursed place, was my finest warrior. The Sarafan had fallen before him by the score. Together, he and I were invincible. Until... Magnus, the traitor. Is this your reward for betraying me to the Sarafan Lord?
Sire, I did not...
You left my camp in the night to join with my enemy, like all the others.
Sire, no. I wanted only to serve you. I thought in my pride I would strike a blow that would end the war. I went to kill the Sarafan Lord, alone. I was your champion.
You never returned.
I failed you. I tried to kill him. Even now I cannot remember how he defeated me. I was struck down, helpless at his feet, and then, through his foul magic, he took my mind and transported me here to this hellhole. But what of you, sire? I heard that you were dead.
Well, not so dead as some would like to have me. As you see, I have returned. Magnus, my champion, you have suffered long enough. It is with pride that I grant you your death.
Sire, my thanks.
See, so Kain does care about those loyal to him. He's not completely heartless. He does actually care about those who show him genuine loyalty. Because he could have just left him there and he actually chose to free him. Now he has a part of him inside him, so now he's got the Immolate spell.
Go, my friend.
That boss is
Be free, as the rest of us, living or dead, can never be.
It's kind of tricky because it makes you think you have to whittle down his whole health, and no, you just got to get him to halfway point and it's over. Chapter 9, The Device, Into the Depths. Bad Blood. Alright, we cleared the Eternal Prison. Best level in the game by far, in my opinion. Although this one is weird enough that it might qualify for some.
I sense a change in you. You found the Builder.
You are perceptive. He gave me his blood as a gift. I gave in return the gift he most wanted. Death.
You are ready to descend to the device. Time grows short. My life is drawn from me. The device is alive. You must destroy it.
What can you tell me of the creature within?
The slaves speak of it as the Mass. It has great power, yet it is just an animal. The blood in your veins will kill it.
How do I reach the device?
This passage will lead you there.
I will return when the device is destroyed.
Wait. You must know your true enemies. My captors. They are not of this world. They control the glyph magic by which Meridian is enslaved. They pull the strings of the Sarafan while in the disguise of the glyph rites. They are called the Hilden, and their leader is, of course,
the Sarafan Lord.
They are powerful creatures, Kain. You will encounter them below. Beware their magic. Now, find the Mass. Destroy the device.
You may toast my victory at day's end. Until then.
Alright, the Hilden, finally, after the mention in Soul Reaper 2, so we're gonna encounter them next, obviously. We're gonna save this here just in case Like I said, something goes wrong with the recording, we can do it again, but should be alright. So there you go. We got to the Eternal Prison, my favorite level. Like I said, it really is like somebody picked up a slice of the Hellraiser labyrinth from that series and just, put it straight down in Nosgoth in this alternate weird pocket dimension. I find it's very unique, and there's not really another level in the entire series like it, other than maybe like the Heaven and Hell levels in Blood Omen 1 in Avernus Cathedral, where you have like you gotta rise to the heaven level like Ariel says, and then descend into hell. And those seem to be like little pocket dimensions that exist inside the cathedral. So those would be the only ones that are like that level. But yeah, now we got all this alien tech, and we are gonna face the Hilden. Because as he says, even though he says they're not of this world, they're not. Doesn't mean they're aliens. They were banished from here by the ancient vampires. So we're gonna face them next. But we will do that next time. Unfortunately, the presentation of the Hilden here is not quite the best it could have been. It's rather subpar due to the development team being inexperienced and I guess overeager just to be working on a game, and they didn't quite know what they were doing. But their technology is actually pretty interesting to see in action and to look at all its details and see how they actually live nowadays. So that part is pretty cool. It's just that the Hilden themselves are rather underwhelming to put, to say the least. To put it that way, they are at least mildly underwhelming compared to what we expected from those murals. But they're still an enemy, and it's still a decent confrontation. So we're gonna go down below and face them in the next video. So we're actually close to the end now. We only got 3 chapters left. We got the Hilden, we got the device and the mass here. We got that. Then we go back to the warps. And then we go back to the final level of the game where we confront the Seraphim Lord. So there's not much left in it. I'm hoping I can do two levels next time so we can get that trophy. But if it takes too long, I might just leave that trophy for some other day. I'm not gonna stress too much over trying to get that trophy for just using the claws and the dark gifts and beating 2 levels in a row, because it has to be 2 in a row. You cannot do one, save, and do another one. It has to be 2. So depending on how quickly we get through this catacomb here with all this technology, we might do chapter 10 also, because I believe we're at chapter 8, Bad Blood. 9 would be the device, and then 10 would be the warps. I think the warps is a pretty short chapter. That's why I'm hoping we can get through this one in like an hour and a half, and then we can do the warps in like half an hour, and that'll do it for that trophy. But we will figure all that stuff out next time. So that's it for now. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time on Blood Omen 2 on the PS4, when Kain finally confronts the Hilden, the ancient vampire's enemy. So see you later, everyone.